When you first heard about the concept of making Ouija, the board game, into a horror film, I mean, what was your reaction?
Well, I've never watched a film that's had. I think one of the Paranormals had like a little bit of a Ouija board on it, but I've never seen like a whole film dedicated to a Ouija board. So I thought it was really intriguing.
Yeah, because when I originally heard about it, I know that they weren't going to do it as a horror film, and once they changed it, I mean, I thought it was a really smart, cool, fun idea,
sense,
you know.
Yeah.
So.
And hopefully more people will buy them then.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what I thought was cool was it's not just like one of those normal movies like based on a toy or game or something. Like there's a mythology around the movie. I mean, obviously the board is part of it, but there's so much more going on in this film.
For sure, like there's a whole. Not only is it about the Ouija board, but it's about friendship and how some friendships can go to the extreme.
Yeah.
An obsession with trying to figure something out. So it's very relatable, regardless to the whole Ouija aspect. But yeah, there's definitely, you delve into some history of the house that we're in involving the Ouija board.
Had you guys played Ouija when you were kids? Were you familiar with the game?
I think I did when I was little, but I might be getting it confused with light as a feather, stiff as a board. I know we used to mess around with weird things, but I do recall playing with a Ouija board at one point, but I don't think we were old enough to understand what it actually was, what you were supposed to do. By the way, question, is that what you're supposed to say? What was the quote in the movie where we say,
as friends we've gathered,
hearts are true? Is that in like to you? Yes.
I didn't know either.
Is that something that is what people say? Like, is it in the
I had no
Can we
idea.
get the Hasbro
instructions?
experts in here? And like,
Hasbro!
Like, I don't know. Well, what do you think about it? I mean, do you think there's something real going on with the Ouija board? Do you get scared by it, or do you think it's all just sort of a hoax that some kid made up? Or
I wouldn't
Hasbro
count
made
it
up?
out.
Yeah, I wouldn't count it out. You know, I was very skeptical at first, but after speaking to other people that have had experiences with it, when they're looking you in their eyes and they get teary-eyed talking about it, it's hard to think that they're lying.
To doubt.
Yeah, not
you know?
just bad
I mean,
experiences, but
yeah.
like genuine like things from the past being brought up.
Right.
And, yeah.
It's not always an evil spirit.
Oh yeah, could be a good spirit. That's an optimistic way of looking at it. Well, last thing I wanted to ask you guys, when you're making a horror film like this, it's very scary. I mean, I screamed like a little girl in several of the scenes of the movie. Are you guys having fun on the set?
We are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily as scary as it is when you're watching it. It's quite, you know, you're doing some pretty unrealistic things, and so it is. You have to try not to crack up.
Right.
A lot of
But there
the
was
time.
some times on the set where we had to really feel like we were in this situation because sometimes it was hard to take it seriously, but
And that's
once
a creepy
we
house.
yeah, exactly. So all the different elements that came together, I mean, it really at some points felt like we were playing.
And
Ouija
when
board.
Sierra had all her prosthetics on,
Yeah.
she genuinely looked terrible. And you.
Yeah,
At
terrible.
one point.
It's very scary. Well, congratulations on the film. It's great
you.
talking to you guys.
Thank you.
so much.
Yeah,
Thank
enjoy
you.
the cemetery.
Thank you
Is
so
that the right
much.
thing to say?